Thank you for coming, guys. Really nice to have improvised media.
Congratulations. John McEnroe said on the coverage afterwards you could make an argument that this was your finest ever performance. That's a pretty big call for someone that's won 24 slams. I'm just wondering, with everything you've been through over the years, where this win sits.
To be honest, I wouldn't dare to call it finest ever, but definitely the finest in the last couple of years. Under the circumstances and semis against, Sinner, who has been playing best tennis of his life in the last couple of years, particularly here, two-time defending champion. Doesn't get better than this. I mean, honestly, when I started my preparations for the new season and kind of set the goals, and it's no secret that Grand Slams are where I want to play my best tennis, but it becomes, I guess, more difficult for me to motivate myself, and I ask myself questions. Okay, what is it that I'm looking for from myself? And I was imagining really playing against Jannik and Carlos at the final stages of Grand Slams this year, and battling it out and really giving it all that I have. So very fortunate to already get it in the first slam of the year. So big win, very proud, very happy, very relieved as well, because it was physically very demanding and grueling.
Novak, you referenced on court the great final from 2012 against Rafa.
Yeah.
In terms of the quality and intensity, you didn't have to play another match after that. You have to play in 2 days' time.
True.
How do you go about preparing now?
I don't know. Let's see. It's almost 3 a.m. Let's see. I cannot make any predictions right now. Definitely not going to train tomorrow. Just going to use every hour I possibly can to recover and hopefully get out on the finals day feeling somewhat refreshed.
Novak, well done. You were obviously pretty upset about your level the other day, or 2 days ago. How do you explain playing at that level 2 days ago and then playing as you did tonight, which was just about, hitting the forehand the way you did, serving? I think you were like 80% in the 4 sets. How do you get from there to here?
Well, I never stopped doubting. I never stopped believing in myself. There's a lot of people that doubt me, and I see there's a lot of experts all of a sudden that wanted to retire me or have retired me many times the last couple of years. But I want to thank them all, because they gave me strength. They gave me motivation to prove them wrong, which I have tonight. And for me, it's not a surprise, to be honest. I know what I'm capable of. So I've had many times in my career matches during the Grand Slam where it's just one of those days where you're not feeling your best, and you try to find a way to win with everything that you possibly have, even though the quality of tennis is not even close to where you want it to be. So that was the case, and again, I was lucky that obviously Lorenzo got hurt, and he retired that match. 2 days later, obviously different opponent. I knew exactly what's expecting me on the court, and I came out with the right, with great clarity and strategy and game plan and what needs to be executed. Obviously, easier said than done. One thing is to imagine how you want to play, and the other thing is to deliver it and execute it on the court against Sinner, that we all know is playing on an extremely high level. So, I'm just thrilled to be able to experience something like this tonight.
One more.
Where do you rate this performance?
Well, I think I answered that at the beginning. I rate it as the best performance of the last couple of years, but for sure one of the best performances in the last decade or so.
Novak, the significance of Sunday's final, you trying to become the oldest Grand Slam champion, record owned by an Australian great, and Carlos trying to become the youngest man to. How do you assess that in terms of
Well, there's always, for me, I think also obviously for Carlos because of his age and everything that he was able to achieve so far. History is on the line for both of us every time we play. I mean, the finals of Grand Slam, there's a lot at stake, but it's no different from any other big match that I play. My preparation is